All right, welcome into the Daily Fix with your host, Ron Hughley. And of course, we're powered by Foolish Club Media. We appreciate you joining us however you are, YouTube, Twitter, whatever. Please let some folks know, let some friends know to come and hang out with us. It's short and sweet, but packs a hell of a punch right there in that small box where he rightfully belongs. The very elusive Steven Serta. Say hello, Steve.
Hi.
There he is, Big Steve in the building. Hey, as I appreciate everybody rocking with us every day, one thing I need you to do, please like and subscribe. Head to our YouTube channel if you're not already there. If you have not done so, please like and subscribe. Foolish Club Media as we continue to grow this puppy. Remember, if you do not do so, you are not allowing my three children to eat. And please don't do that. Not going to hold you too long today on this beautiful Thursday. I do want to get to this because there is a partnership that I am going to be there for, Steve, and I am here for this. I mean, I cannot wait for this. Also, Fox Sports, not the other part of Fox, but Fox Sports in particular, thank you so much. Sometimes people don't make great decisions, but Fox Sports, you have made a fantastic decision. And I think somebody may win a Dove Award for it, NAACP award. I don't know. This has a chance to maybe be the best thing that Fox does for the Super Bowl. But before we get there, I want to start here. Give me my 2 minutes, Steve. Travis Kelce, as you see right there, he was on the New Heights podcast, him and his brother, and he said, "Man, they're in the era of the villain, and he's fine with it, and he loves being the villain. He's cool with it, baby." He said it started off something different, but now they are the villain. They are the hated team. And listen, that is it. I said it. We talked about it on this show, in which I said, "Hey, they have been I think the most hated team I've seen since the Miami Heat. That LeBron, Bosh, D Wade group, that they have been the most hated team that I've seen since then." And it has continued to be that way. And I think the young lady in this photo next to Travis may have a little something to do with it, which is just stupid and insane. It seemed like that has been the trigger when she came around. For some reason, that's been the trigger. But Serta, I do think this is something that Andy Reid kind of needs to look at, because if we look at that Heat team that I've said that I've compared them to in which the villain or hated thing, I think one of the big things early was they tried to kind of lean into the villain thing. They went with the thought of, all right, you want to make us the villain? All right, bet we're going to be the villain. Well, LeBron is not comfortable in that and was not comfortable in that. And it didn't go well. And it took them having to lose to Dallas and him kind of going back and saying, hey, I just got to be me and close the door off. And I'll be honest with you, when I look at some of their stars, I don't think they fit the mold of guys feeling comfortable being a villain. There is nobody in sports who feels more comfortable than being a villain than Draymond Green. He feels it. I don't think Steph feels that. I think Travis can do it. But I would much rather them kind of push this thing the way that the Warriors did. I'm good with them going with this villain thing and understanding the villain thing, sort of, as long as they don't try to change how they are. Just let it keep happening. Because I don't think Patrick Mahomes is somebody that is a guy who is at his best if he's trying to dig in this villain thing. I think it would go a lot like LeBron. I don't think Chris Jones is somebody. This guy cries 4 or 5 times a game, especially during the national anthem. I don't think that he is a let me be Razor Ramon or Hollywood Hulk Hogan villain guy. I don't think that. I'm good with it, but I do think that Andy needs to watch this and see how they act during this, and just do you. If they're going to make us villain, that's fine, but don't try to lean into this thing.
Yeah. I don't think they're real villains. Like, I don't think the Chiefs have actually made a real heel turn as
I don't think they have. I think the public has turned them
it's
heel.
yeah, and that all comes back to, I think it's like when the Chiefs first came on the scene, when it was Patrick Mahomes and it was this high flying offense, and it was like, oh, Patrick Mahomes, most exciting young player in the NFL. And then they win their first one, and it's like everybody's rooting for him because it's like, oh, what an incredible story. Chiefs win their first Super Bowl in 50 years, and Patrick Mahomes is the best player in the NFL. Where are they going to go from here? And now it's like when you have this level of success, then everybody starts to get sick of it, and everybody starts to get envious that you're holding back their team from winning championships. And so I don't think this is anything that's going to affect the Chiefs moving forward. Like, I think that they're still who they are. They always say the positive things. They always say the team first stuff. Like, Patrick Mahomes is always complimentary of opposing teams. Like, they very rarely publicly trash talk anyone. Like, that's who they are. It's just the public perception has changed, where they're this kind of fake villain now.
That's my thing. I just don't want them to haul off and start just saying the hell with it, man. I'm gonna embrace this. You want me to be the villain? Them going DX sign or something like that, or telling people to suck it, or like just do you. Now I think Travis is one that can handle it. I think Travis is.
If anything, Travis did that early in his career. Like,
yeah,
that's how he started it off.
I think he can embrace it. But as long as they don't change anything and allow the public to do what they do, I'm good with it. All right. The Super Bowl is next week, obviously, and Fox has the broadcasting rights to the Super Bowl. So that means Tom Brady potentially will be calling maybe Patrick Mahomes' fourth Super Bowl, his third in a row, and potentially have to be there to call him finally doing something that Tom hasn't done. Like, he potentially may be there for that. But to go along with that, you get the whole Fox coverage. And Serta, Fox has, I think, made a brilliant, brilliant decision. Jameis Winston will join Fox Sports Digital as a correspondent for Super Bowl week in New Orleans. Winston will take the digital audience around New Orleans on video journeys showcasing his favorite dining and entertainment hotspots. Steve, this is going to be appointment viewing for me. This nutcase. And I'm telling you, it's not just that they are including Jameis Winston, but they are doing it and putting him in the perfect role. Like, I'll say this right now. I hate how they are using Rob Gronkowski. Rob Gronkowski, he is somebody that I think has entertainment value, but I think, to me, the worst place for him is to sit him up there in the studio show and have him give real, commentary on the game. I'm not saying Rob isn't smart and doesn't know the game, but to me, that's not the strength of what would be entertaining for Rob Gronkowski. I'm glad they're not using Jameis Winston in the studio show. No, they're saying, Jameis, we want to send you out on the town in New Orleans where you played for a couple of years. We want to send you to eateries. We want to send you to places that got crab cakes that you can get for free. We want to send you to the nice entertainment clubs, the lounges where you can have a drink and just be Jameis. We want to put you in your element to be full on JW. And I think it is fantastic. And Jameis Winston being out there, get him, hey, to our spot. And I can see him now trying to break down meals and acting like he's an expert of what this meal is, but not sounding, or you can clearly tell he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Oh, this is going to be incredible.
It's an amazing call because Jameis knows New Orleans, so he knows like how to go about that city, and he's just going to be hilarious. Like, it's going to be wildly entertaining, and it's an amazing decision by Fox.
I am emotional for this. I cannot wait for this thing. This is going to be amazing. Do you think, Jameis? Let Jameis go be Jameis. It'd be terrible if they gave Jameis a mic and he was like a sideline reporter or something. I don't want that Jameis. Although I think Jameis would pull it together and do something that gets us going. But because I will be in New Orleans if I can run into Jameis. Oh God. Oh, if I could just get 5. If I could just get him for a second. All right. The final thing I want to get to, man, and this Serta is a partnership that I am highly, highly emotional and excited about. This New Orleans trip is going to be fantastic. Don Julio and Popeyes for the Super Bowl, Serta, they have come together, and they're going to do a collaboration. And what is today? What's today? What's it? Is today the 30th? It's the 30th. Tomorrow, they're going to give us a full understanding of what this collaboration means. And I'm thinking, ooh, high price whiskey or high price tequila, Don Julio and Popeyes together. Like, what is that going to mean? Is that going to mean a special dipping sauce? Are we going to have a chicken flavored Don Julio? That doesn't sound great. Or we got like, what is this going to look like? Steve, I found a little sneak peek. I don't know if this is for real, but this partnership, Steve, I've got it right here. I'm going to show the people. Can you see it? Can you see that a little bit? You see that right there? They've got, Steve, a reposado, little sweet tequila, reposado flavored Louisiana garlic 3-piece wing with the specialty sauce. I am going to get that in a 6-piece because you're not just going to tease me with a 3-piece, and I'm going to get the black and ranch to go with it. I don't know what that Don Julio infused glaze is going to taste like, but I can't wait. They've got a reposado flavored roll chicken sandwich, and the roll is going to be infused with the reposado. I can't wait. And then they got a refreshing, spicy strawberry hibiscus flavored lemonade mocktail. That's all right. I will go buy me some Don Julio to pour into that mocktail, which will make it extremely, extremely tasty. I cannot wait for this thing here. Don Julio, I am going to tear this stuff up. I don't even know if it's going to work, Serta. I really don't. Like tequila and Popeye's chicken. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work, but I am in, Jack.
Well, I mean, like tequila lime chicken is a thing, so I'm sure it'll be delicious. And I do think Popeyes is one of those places that I always forget about. And like maybe once a year, I'm like, ooh, I should go eat Popeyes. And then it's just like, it's so greasy, but it's so good. Like I always feel gross after I eat Popeyes, but I'm always like, man, that was satisfying. Like I should eat Popeyes more often.
Steve, I don't know who is in that department of marketing or making decisions, but Popeyes every once in a while, maybe once a decade or something, they just have something that sweeps the nation. You remember those damn chicken sandwiches?
Yeah, that's what I get when I go there still. The spicy chicken sandwich is incredible.
You remember when it took over the world, and you remember we could never get them. The way that we got those chicken sandwiches is I remember bringing a signed Eric Berry helmet and a signed Chris Jones hat. And I said, the first people who can bring me a original and spicy chicken sandwich, because every time I drove up to Popeyes, they were sold out. I said, I'll give you this. We had 17 people come up to the front desk and leave those chicken sandwiches. And that was the first time I had it. But they were selling that thing out. And now they are going to get you drunk chicken. I don't know who's running this, but like I said, I don't know if it's going to be good, but I'll be damned if I'm not intrigued. And I am tasting that. I'm getting me 12 wings. Hi, Mom and Courtney.